This is the card we're going to be making today. Isn't it cute? Oh my goodness. I think this is wonderful. And then just that on the back. So, and the pumpkins there, and pumpkins on the back. This is a Z-fold. It stands up, which is what I like. I thought it would be perfect for a farmer, but I'm doing it for my grandkids. And I thought they would absolutely love this as just a fall card, thinking about you. Yeah, so we will get started. So it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2, and then you just fold it in half, burnish, then fold this in half and burnish. Done. And then you have your garden green, and this is 5 3/8 by 2 5/8, and you do 2 of those, and then this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and it fits in there. And then we will start on these. This is 5 1/4 by 4, just a normal size, and this is by 2 1/2. Yeah, 4 by 2 1/2. So all the directions will be in the video, listed in the video. That's for the back. And I am going to line this up. There it is. So I am just taking my Scotch tape and folding it over. You did this in public school. It's easy. I do not want it to move because it's a scene. And it's like the whole picture. So I want it to be the same all the way across. This is supposed to be, I put this there, put that there, and then it should fit across so that I can put these together. There. Now, what I am going to do is start here, and then I'm going to go like that. So I'm holding it down. So yeah, it's fun. This is Balmy Blue, and my Balmy Blue brush. So I just start over here and continue all the way across. And see, you want to check and make sure it's dark enough before you go on. But I am going to slide this underneath here, shorten that a little bit, and continue on. But I want those edges exactly the same spot. See, you can see it all the way across. Now, I started this one here and went over here, so I'm going to start this one here and go this way. Now, if you want to make your clouds closer together, you go right ahead, but then you end up doing more clouds. So it's totally what you want to do. And just go all the way across. And then I'm reversing it, and I'm going this way. I'm just going to cut that, make it easier. There, just a little extra piece. That's going to make it easier now that it's gone. These were the same size pieces, but I cut them at different heights, so there's a little bit of a difference there. This is from a retired die set. Can't remember the name of it, but there's other ones out there that are similar. But I just really like this, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And this is going to be our last one. I can take that one away, and then I just have to hold this one. There. Done. So I am putting that up there, putting that aside, getting that out of my way. Okay, bringing in this so I can clean. This is a little involved card. There's a lot of dies that I cut, but I think it's well worth it. And with the way it looks, my grandson looked at this last night and it's like, oh, he loved it. So just that was well worth it to me. So now I am going to bring this in, and I am going to increase the amount of grass. And this comes over here. And then I have this one. If I can get it lined up, it will be much appreciated. Now I am using my Old Olive. That was Balmy Blue. This is Old Olive, and I have a blending brush for Old Olive. I have a brush for every one of our colors, except for maybe the in colors. I have some, but I don't have one for every single one of the new in colors. I figure if I need them, I can always take a color that's close to it that I have a brush for and use it. I just don't like to clean my brushes very often. When you clean them, they build up ink in there, so it doesn't take too much to re-ink them. And then when you wash them all out, you wash all that color out. Then you got to start from the word go. And I just would prefer not to have to do that. So I spent the money a long time ago. Before I became a Stampin' Up! Had these. But anyways, there we go. Doesn't that look nice? Now I am going to, I'm going to clean that up first. That's first and foremost. Clean up my mess so I don't get any ink. I know I get ink on my fingers. Look at that. I'm wearing blue ink. So I am going to take this off, remove this. Oopsie, knock everything over. And I'm going to mark them. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Because I did them to coincide with each other, so it was an entire seam. I want it to go back together in the same order. So that's done. I can put that aside. So I am going to start on this one, and this is my hay bales. Wow, that was a challenge. See, I have many layers of hay stacked up. So there's my bale of hay, and I'm going to stamp off because it's very bright and I don't need the brightness. And then this is Pecan Pie, and I'm just going to go over it. Stamp off. Oh, that wasn't smart. There, stamp off. Go in here and then come over here. There. Now, what I'm going to do is I only have 3 of these. So I'm pulling this back so it's not right at the very edge. And this is going to go there, and then this one is, that one doesn't need to go there, but it goes here. And I will move this one when it comes time. And then I am just going to go over top in the center, just where the bottom starts, where the V starts. So it's, there's no, now this one is going to be moved. I think I need to ink them, basically. I know what I did wrong. I was supposed to come over here. Shoot. I did 2 on top of each other right here. So I will have to do a half of one there. I want to get my seal. And I'm just going to put my seal on there and then just do that so that it will stick. De-stickify it by doing it to my shirt. Because it is very strong, and I'm just, you can do it to your hand or whatever you want to do. But I am, see, I did 3 there and I just did 2 and I should have done 3. So I am going to go over top and see if I can fix it. And I'm going to cover this one up because I don't want there. Hello. Oh, fine. Sorry about that. My son-in-law came home and started talking to me without realizing I was doing a video. So I stopped what I was doing. And now I'm back. So I just piled up. You should do 3 there and 3 there and then go up from there. If that should make sense. You need to do 2 rows the same and then just start building it like a pyramid. Now I am going to put these on and keep them away from the edge so that it actually can fill in the space. But you don't want them too far back, but just far enough that there's a little tiny edge there that you can fill in. And then this one goes right there. And you always press it a little bit harder just to make sure the center is covered in here. And then you remove these, and then you're fine. So I am finished with these colors now, so I am going to put them off to the side. And I will tell you what I'm using, because I remembered I didn't do that. I am using the Tractor & Co. This is such a cute stamp set. It has the trees, so you can make it into a Christmas card, the pumpkins for a fall or Halloween card, the corn on the cob for a fall card, even a late summer card. And there's banners, there's the hay, the rooster. I did mine in Cajun Craze, but I stamped off. And then you just stamp all these items, and then you cut them out with all these dies. And these are the only dies I did not use, which is the Christmas tree bundle, an individual Christmas tree, and the banner. I used every other one. These go for the small tire. They come stacked like that, so, but this one goes with the larger one, and these go with the smaller one, because if you use the wagon at all, you're going to need 3 of them for the tractor and the wagon. So you get 3. This is the hay mow, the tractor, the wagon. This is for the cab of the tractor. This is the steering wheel and the venting for the engine and all the grill. There's your seat, there's your chicken. These are your hubcaps for your tractor. This is your corn. These are your pumpkins. These are your corn on the cob. So I have used every one of those. And then I have used 2 retired stamp sets because I don't have any birds otherwise. And I really like this. I used Beside Me for this one, and I used On the Ocean, except for this one. I didn't ink that one up. I just used these 5 smaller ones down here, and I really like it. See, right there. Cool. And then I did an individual one that I hand did, so that if you don't have the bird stamp, you can do it on your own. And I think that's all. I use silver foil for the wheels, the center of the wheels, and for the exhaust and the steering wheel. So I think I've got that. Now I am just going to put hay in there. I thought it was kind of cute. Just like that. Oh, and I might just as well do the birds. There's my birds. Make sure they're flying the right way. And I did them there. And there. And I will show you individual. Hold on. I'm just going to cover this up because I am an accident waiting to happen and I don't want to ruin anything. So I am just going to, you just do a V. Just like that. So you get to know, I thought 3 helps you. So I am going to put all this together and show you how I did it. I have 2 of the wagons already together, so I'm not going to take your time doing that. Once is enough. Okay. So I am going to grab my tweezers. I'm going to put that out of the way because I don't need that anymore. And I don't need that one. So I can get that out of the way. And I'm going to bring in my small glue. And I am just going to glue the edge. And this is going to go right on top. Just like that. And then I am going to take this and I am just going to glue this edge down here. Done. Doesn't take long, but it's easy to do. But it does take a couple minutes. Now I am getting out my silicone mat because I am going to stick this down and there. Now these go like that. And this one goes like that. And I have them both equal, or I'm trying to get it both equal so that it like that, they all touch. I hope you understand that. Now I want my wheels to show. I do not want them hidden behind the fenders. Because if you look at a tractor, at least all the tractors that I've been around, and my grandparents had a farm, and my great-grandparents had a farm. I worked on a tobacco farm. They all have, all the ones I've seen, the wheels show. So now yeah. Oh my word. There, I finally got it. I can't keep hold of it. Now there is a longer, this is longer than this piece so that do you see? it's longer. So that goes at the back, this goes at the front. So I am just going to do a little dab of glue. Oh my word. And this goes right there. And this one goes right there. Oops, goes behind. Just like that. And I'm going to push it, set it down to push it down. Now, oh, and this one is the seat, and I am going to put it, I did that wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to be here. Sometimes I'm not thinking. Just like that. And I'm going to leave it there for a minute so it can attach. Now I am going to, no, I'm going to do it this way. This is going to go over top of the steering wheel and the tractor. This actually would be best if you used your adhesive sheets. It would be so much easier. But of course, I don't think of that because when I'm designing a card, I'm like just doing everything because I don't know what I'm going to use, when I'm going to, you know, like it's, I never know. That being said, it's just easier if you do it that way. Now I'm going to stick this away because I'm going to pull out this and I am going to glue. Sure I am. Now I am. Maybe I should have kept that out for this tiny little right here. This is where these things work best if you have that adhesive sheet. Now I am putting it on top of the green there, and then this is going to come in underneath there. Isn't it cute? I just think this is adorable, especially for my grandkids. They are going to absolutely love this. Now, there I go. And I have a chicken. And she is, hens are always female. And she is going to go right there. Now I don't want that. I want this. I've already glued this down to save a little bit of time. There we go. Now I got that done. So I am going to clear my desk by doing this. Getting out my pumpkin, and it's going to go right here at the edge, just like that, and then I can put that on the back, and this one is my envelope. It's so cute. Love these pumpkins. Okay, that one is done. I can put that aside. I'm going to bring in my Thinking of You. Hopefully it's straight. Good. Okay, now, yeah, I put those on there because they were right there. Stick those there. I am going to, oh, wrong one. That's my one that's finished. I don't know why I screwed that on, but I did, so yay me. That slipped. That's better. Okay, so that, I should have put it on that silicone mat, but I am just in case I screwed up when I glued it, I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to do that here, just in case. I don't want it sticking together. So, put that out of the way, bring these in, got those done, need these, finished with that. Pulling these in, and that's one, and this is two. So number two gets the, glue in my fingers. I'm not going to do that one, but I am doing these 5. Put that away. Putting it up there. It's done. Oh, I did it in the opposite order. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. It was supposed to be in the middle, but that doesn't matter. And then these will go on here with the corn on the cob. So, and then we're not too far from being done. So I am going to show you how I did the corn. You can stamp off if you want. I didn't, but that's okay. Whatever you choose to do is perfectly fine. Get rid of that. Bring in this. And these are the corn on the cob. I'm just going to put it like this because same angle. You do you. So now I am going to bring in my stems die. And now I am going to bring in my cobs die. Make sure I hopefully get it in the right place. There we go. Bring in my itty bitty. I always put a silicone mat underneath it so it doesn't slide on me, because I've been known to have it slide. There we go. Put this away so I'm not dealing with that. Everything in its place. Place for everything. At least that's what I tried to tell my kids and grandkids. Okay, so take that off. That's fine. 5 cobs here. Now I am going to, some people put all the cobs at the top. If you look at a stalk of corn, the corn is not growing on the top of this stalk. It is growing down in it. So I am going to put some up and some down. So you can do whatever you want, but I want to go to teach my grandkids what actually happens, what it actually looks like. But if you're doing it just for men, you know, like adults, it's fine. It's fine with the other two. If it's for young kids, they won't know. But mine are a little bit older and a little bit wiser. Well, at least 3 of them are. And I want to show them what it's actually like. And I did a pretty good job of cutting them out, die cutting them out, because they're mostly in. Now this one I am going to put at the top, but basically it's the only one. So I am going to bring this in, glue this one up. Actually, I think I can do it with this one once I get it started. There we go. And I am going to put this where I want it. And then I am going to bring these in, and all the stalks are going to be behind this, but I want it fairly high, just like that. And then I am going to put this one down. Whoa, that was my bottle's getting to the bottom, so sometimes it comes out because I have to push it a lot. Oops. Oh yes, I am going to have to pat that one down. There. Now. And I don't know what that is, but get it out of here. Oh yes, and this one, I need to fill this one up. It is getting very low too. It is going to go right here. Now I am going to glue this one again. No, I don't need that one. And now I'm gonna figure out where this goes. And then park this one right behind it. There we go. Glue onto this one. This is a more involved card. It's not a quick and easy card, but I think it is absolutely adorable and well worth the time and effort that it takes to do this. I'm gonna close you up. If you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. It helps with the algorithm and gets my videos out to more people. And if you like them, maybe they will too. And I appreciate that if you do that so much. I appreciate you just being here too. I hate doing cards and nobody gets to see them, because I do put a lot of work into them. And this is just regular basic white cardstock. It is not the thick. You don't need, because you've got all these layers, you don't want the thick cardstock. You want your regular basic. It's not going to move, so. And we're going to pat this one down as well as this one, so it is not going to get stuck together. Because I don't want it to get stuck like that. So I gotta put those aside. So what do you think of my card? Isn't it cute? Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I don't like that. A little anal on my part. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. Thanks. Bye now.